isn't any kind of pitch that gives him problems. Whether it's movement, velocity, just doesn't really matter. For him, every pitch was a good pitch to hit.
No outs. Runner on second. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Runner leads away at second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch.
Uh-oh, throw goes to second. And now Mike Schmidt. That one almost got him. Pitch gets away. And that cost him a run as he scores easily. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. And the next pitch is way outside. And that's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So now here's the DH, Jim Thome. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Stroman, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a slider. That one fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Got him looking. And there's 2 down. And now here is Eddie Murray. Oh, right to the backstop.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Man on second, 2 down. And another ball. Tries to get back and see. Man at second. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Inning over. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. And the pitch. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And now the 0-1. Big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive. And that gets down for a base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Snap throw from Piazza. Snaps it down to second. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Aaron Judge stands in now and watches strike one. And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. So no runs here on a base. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Mike Piazza. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
He seems to have lost a little bit of focus on executing that pitch right there, not staying through the target, and clearly not the release point he wanted.
Next to hit, Cal Ripken Jr. Swung on, belted. That one hops against the fence. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. In to score from first. It's 3-zip. Pulls into third safely with a triple. Plays the plate, and he's out. He tried for the inside to Parker, and he couldn't make it. And now, Joe Morgan. Up the middle. He's in there.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love...
Off-balance feed, there's one. But safe at first, it's a fielder's choice. Man at first, and stepping in is the speedy Tony Gwynn. Ground ball up the middle, Torres. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. They get a run. And and now the first baseman, Jahmai Jones. Hunter back to work. And a swing and a miss there. Hunter, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
0-2.
And he deals. And down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
He caught it behind his back. Over to first. And they get the out.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Alex Verdugo at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The Boomers leading by 3. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one to first. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. New inning getting started. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ken Griffey Jr. The pitch. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Jones. Here's a big power threat. Mike Schmidt. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Junior aboard here at first with nobody out. And that one gets past the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Man at second. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, and 1 away.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
He's trying for third.
0-1 for count.
And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, high throw just adds a fraction of a second from catching the ball to putting the tag down on the runner. Hard to say for sure if a good throw gets him, but as soon as that one took off from the catcher's hand, there wasn't much of a chance.
Puts a bunt down. Torres. To the plate. Ow! And they defend the squeeze perfectly. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. No runs, 2. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wastes no time there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was in.
0-1.
The Yankees trailing by 3 here in the last half of the third. On the ground, right side. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Step off and looks the runner back to third now. Bases loaded, nobody out. And a bunt right side. Murray. Not in time. He's safe. It's Aaron Judge now. Golden opportunity right here. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Got him! Huge strikeout there. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Went down on strikes his first time through. And he swings over the top there.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Wells, the runner at third. Soto over at second. LeMahieu over at first with 1 away. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's Jahmai Jones. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Eddie Murray. Strike 1. Murray, 27 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone.
0-2.
High fly ball down the left field line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Mike Piazza digs in now. Fought off foul. And the righty deals. Swing and a foul straight back. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Cal Ripken Jr. getting ready to hit. Puts a bunt down. The flip to the pitcher covering. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back. Here is Gleyber Torres. The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. And it's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Cal gets it over to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Alex Verdugo. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners out.
Way out front for strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
1 down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes, and there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Volpe. Swings through that one for strike 1. The Boomers up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. That's long gone. A gigantic blast. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
0-1.
Wells, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
Got him swinging. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed in. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Joe Morgan. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Torres over to first. Awesome play there. Now it's the right fielder, Tony Gwynn. 1 for 2. Two down, nobody on. Now this is in the air down the line. Verdugo gets under it. Misses the ball, and it falls in. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. The throw in, and this is going to be a 2-out triple. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Ken Griffey Jr. now at the plate. Late with the swing there.
0-1's the count.
Puts a bunt down. Torres. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, he jumped the gun for second. Tries to get back and save. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th. And it finds its way through for a hit. Around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. But they push across 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Boomers are out front. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Juan Soto. The pitch. Timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Sliced hard but foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And the pitch. That one off the mark. Ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Judge now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time. So the drop 3rd strike does. Top 6. DH, Jim Thome. And the right-hander back to work. And that's outside. 1-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And here's the first baseman, Eddie Murray. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
No throw. He's in there safely. Stroman picks over, and he's back in there. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Fouled off. He was late. Runner goes again. That's to third. LeMahieu gets it to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Here's the power hitting catcher, Mike Piazza. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Way at the plate. Got it. 2 outs, base is empty. That's hard hit on the line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Not in time. He's got a double.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
And that one fouled off.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Oh, and this one gets away. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. And here it comes. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third comes across, and they're up by 3. And he's got a double.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the...
Runner takes off. Fought off foul. 0-1. Out there to center. Judge makes the grab, and that's the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's... Well, we go bottom 6, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
In the air, right field. Gwynn makes the grab on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Stroman back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Then there's one down. So digging in, Tony Gwynn. To the right side. And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Round second, digging for third. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple. So 1 gone with a runner at third. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. Gwynn stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball to left. He's got it. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they're up by 4. And here is Mike Schmidt. They say you win.
0-1.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-1. 2 outs. Out towards left center. On the move. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Alex Verdugo. And first offering is fouled off. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
0-1.
Outside low. And the count is 1-1. The Yankees looking to rally. In the air, out towards left center. Henderson makes the grab, 1 away. So up next, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the
It
count.
really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
A punch out there. Now 2 away. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an...
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Down. We go to the 8th. Stepping in, Jim Thome. The right-hander back to work. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. New arm out of the bullpen, Luke Weaver. Swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop 3rd strike. Now the batter now, Eddie Murray. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Puts a bunt down. Caught in a rundown now. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Well, you have to take care of the baseball, and that's just not something they've been able to do in this one. That's their 3rd error, and part of the reason they're losing right now.
1 down. Mike Piazza will hit next. On the ground to 3rd. LeMahieu. They put the tag on him. Over to first. Safe. Now into the game, Oswaldo Cabrera. He takes over as the new first baseman. And now the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Over to first, and he's safe. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Grabs it right up against the wall. And now it's Juan Soto. The pitch. And foul ball.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. It's 6-3. LeMahieu now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The Yanks trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's a hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Wide gets away. Now second and third and nobody out. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. That's in for a strike. LeMahieu at third. Judge stands at second. No outs.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Tying run at the plate. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because
Fernando Valenzuela gets handed the rock out, calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Here's Gleyber Torres.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
1 out, bases full. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. 2 out.
Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball's often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
Verdugo in the box now. Takes strike 1. Bases loaded. 2 down. And that's in the dirt. In the dirt. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Next one misses. 3 balls and a strike.
Big in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Here comes a 3-2. To the right side, Morgan. In plenty of time to first, and Verdugo is set down. They limit the damage here. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home. We go to the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Joe Morgan. The pitch. That one ripped. It's a bomb. A massive home run. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-3.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ricky Henderson digs in now. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. That one misses. 1-1.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Lifted in the air out to left. Verdugo gets under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Now the number 2 hitter, Tony Gwynn. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that one ripped into right. And it goes just foul. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout.
Now 2 out. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Junior stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, they gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. That was blasted to the moon. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 8-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Pitching change here, Victor Gonzalez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
On the ground to short. Sends it to first. And they take care of Schmidt for the out. And that is that. But 2-round trip. Bottom 9. There's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. As he turns on the rubber. And with that good live arm delivers. And that skips in the dirt. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Boog, I think even when you know he's got that pitch in his arsenal, you're still going to have a hard time recognizing and reacting to it unless you've seen it several times. And honestly, if you can hit that pitch, I'm concerned because you probably can't hit anything else that he throws. That one right there locked him up.
Wells in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
The right field.
So they're down to their final out. Juan Soto now. Right down to shoot. That's strike one.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Valenzuela is just one strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game.
Well, one of the toughest things for a guy coming to close out a ball game is to pitch, go sit down, come back out, and be effective to get the save. Well, he did exactly that today.
You might trip, whoops, right off the edge. Yes, I am the fiend, the one with no sleep that creeps in your sheets and crawls up your sleeves. The one who won't leave, you best believe me. You better go and see the one and only. The one and only. The one and only. Come in, girl. No, don't stop. Just drop the top, pull up. Yes, I am insane. I forgot your name. You hit my main vein, boom, just like a train. So bring me my nine and come follow me up. Let's have a good time. The one and only. The one and only.
Just about to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Shane McClanahan. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with two strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And that one is lifted in the air. Trout sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Next is the designated hitter, Willie Mays. McClanahan, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Stays alive. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Hank Aaron at the plate with 2. He swings through that one. Late on that fastball.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Step off throw to first. Mays gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
0-2 now. There goes Willie. Swing and a miss. Over to Diaz. Third out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the first. Here is Marcus Semien. The line to kick the pitch. That's in there. It's 0-1. There's a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2 from Digo. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Smoked on the ground a second. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Splits the plate, and that is strike one.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that skips into dirt. 1 out, base is empty. To third, Matthews. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. Man at first with 1 gone. And now batting Mike Trout. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Snap throw to first, but he scrambles back. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Digo comes to the plate. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Batting fourth.
Aaron Judge at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Judge comes up empty there.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That one in the dirt, and the count 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. We head to the second in Arlington. No score. Back at Globe Life Field. And now the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. McClanahan back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one hammered. That's back there. Gone. A gigantic blast. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
That one hit to right. Judge is under it. Makes the grab. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Out to short. Seager fires over to first, and that's an out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Ralph Kiner. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Hit weakly on the ground. Hung up in a rundown now, and they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo. Back in Arlington, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez.
Oh, that's low.
That one misses in the dirt. Righty to the plate. Up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. Throws from his knees. Got him. Nice play.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get up and throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And there's a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And 1-2.
It's a good take.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that quickly 2 away. Yandy Diaz now. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1. Hard ground ball, base 9. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. American League strands 1, and it remains 1-0. On to the 3rd inning. Now the third baseman, Eddie Matthews. And a pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Arozarena moving under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. So the lineup flips over. Now here is Jackie Robinson. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. Kicks and fires. Up the middle. Seager. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time. He legs it out.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done. But good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
One gone, runner at first. And now the center fielder, Mickey Mantle. He's 0 for 1. There goes Jackie. It's a pitch out. And they put the tag on him for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Bounce to third. Slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. And that one upstairs. Digo winds and fires. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. The pitch. In the dirt. And the count is 2-2. And another ball. Now the payoff pitch from Digo. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Jump throw. On target. He got him. Nice play. Now it's Marcus Semien. Turned on, but that's foul down the 3rd baseline. Home team down a run here in the last half of the 3rd. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. And a pitch. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now it's Corey Seager. That one is absolutely belted. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Trap swings through it for strike 1. Seager at second with 2 down. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strike. Start of the 4th. Now it's the power speed combo. Willie Mays. Here comes a pitch. Mays goes 5 feet 11 inches, 23 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. That one not close, and the count even 1-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now the right fielder, Hank Aaron. And it's fouled away.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's going to be Lou Gehrig. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
One down, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Right side. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. Bounced up the middle. Tosses to first. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Comes up empty.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
The Groundbreakers leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Rosarena, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Hammers that one, curling down the line and foul. In the air, right field. They get the out on a Rosarena, and that's the. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Josh Gibson. And he swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Ralph Kiner, the next to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Runner takes off. Up the middle. Seager. Save. The tag, and he's out. Here's a big power throw. Eddie Matthews. Swings through that.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder. I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it out, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And stepping in is the speedy Jackie Robinson. He's trying for third. Hard ground ball, base knock. Around third, he'll score easily, and they lead by 3. And now, Mickey Mantle. First offering, runner goes. He swings and fouls one off. Runner on the go again. They pitch out. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. So they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. We head in, and here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And a foul ball. He goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Late on that fastball.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And now 1-2. Goes down looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black. And
now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. And we're back. And now the big-time power threat, Mickey Mantle. McClanahan back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Hard hit right side. Over to first. One up, one down. And now the DH, Willie Mays. He's already homered here in this one. And a swing and a miss there.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Backed off the plate that time. And he deals. And a big swing and a miss.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Pablo Lopez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
There goes Willie. And a foul ball. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Throw, safe.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Brother goes again. Squirts away a little bit. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Mays stands at third with one gone in the inning. Got it by him for the K.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So 2 down now, and here is Lou Gehrig. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Two outs. Swings and chases a low one there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase getting ready to go. Jansen, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And the 0-2. In the air, left side. Arozarena moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back at Glory. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Marcus Semien. Center field. Mantle settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. One down. So now it's Corey Seager. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Righty delivers. Right through there, got him. And there are 2 down. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Mantle hauls it in to end the inning. Back in Arlington, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ernie Banks. Lopez back to work. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Lopez, an all-star a season ago, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. High fly ball out to left field. In position. And makes the grab. And there's one away. Josh Gibson stepping in now. 1 for 2. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Swings through him for the K. Had him way out front of the slurve. Now here is Ralph Kiner. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going. Here's the third baseman, Eddie Matthews. Time called. Outside low. And that's ball 1. Kiner, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering upstairs. Strike 1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he went around. Not an easy call there. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here is Aaron Judge. And Judge spoils that one. That's a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Big, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Judge rips that one. Mantle on the move to the alley. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And a quick out, number 1. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
He swung over top of the curveball. Yandy Diaz now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by it.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yennier Cano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And the righty deals. Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting.
And next is the designated hitter, Willie Mays. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Action in the pen down there. George Kirby preparing to come on if needed. Gray also getting ready. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Throws to first. Mays retired at first. And now Hank Aaron. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Out towards right center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Here's Josh Young. On the ground to the left. Banks to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Heim at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Oh, and 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Simeon, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. AL. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. The right-hander back to work. Hard hit left side. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. So digging in, Ernie Banks. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Pinch hitter coming on. Honus Wagner.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Foul ball there. On the ground right side. Simeon whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Josh Gibson. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th.
Right through there for a strike. I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. And these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Staying in the game on defense, Honus Wagner taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. And here it comes. Swing and a foul straight back. Warren Spahn takes over on the mound.
And Boog, the offense needs to be ready for the screwball. It's not a pitch you see very often, so it's tough to pick up, and it's a good one.